Welcome to Wednesdays in the Word. Today I'm reading from the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 1, verses 8 through 10. Listen for what the Apostle Paul writes to the congregation in Corinth. We do not want you to be uninformed, brothers and sisters, about the perils that we have endured in Asia. We were under great pressure, far beyond our ability to endure, so that we despaired even of life. Indeed, in our hearts, we felt the sentence of death. But this happened that we might not rely on ourselves, but on God, who raises the dead. God has delivered us from a deadly peril, and God will deliver us again. On God we have set our hope that He will continue to deliver us. This is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. Well, the Apostle Paul, whom many recognize as the great hero of the faith, apparently underwent ordeals that he thought that maybe he couldn't handle. Have you ever experienced that same kind of feeling? Maybe life was asking more of him and you than you thought was fair. Paul certainly felt this way, and he makes no bones about it in this letter to the congregation in Corinth. As Paul points out, if God can raise the dead to life, then God can certainly handle the demands of our lives as well. So although we may never be called on to endure everything that the Apostle Paul endured for the sake of the faith and in his service to God, there are times when each one of us has felt as if our lives were overwhelmed. Our to-do lists just get bigger and bigger and bigger. No matter how hard we try, we cannot catch up. We may not think that we're going to actually die from the pressure, as Paul did, but we find ourselves frustrated and feeling hopeless and discouraged. I think of the condition of the world now. Yesterday, with the funeral and burial for George Floyd, the world is in a place where there is great frustration. And yet, if we take Paul's message to the Corinthians to heart, there is also great hope. Today and every day, let's put our trust in God, who knows our circumstances, who knows what we can handle, and let's lean on God for strength. Day by day, put it all in God's hands. We may not be around to see the outcome of entrusting God with all that concerns us and frustrates us. But when we put it in God's hands, we are confident that everything that we commit to Him will be kept, will be cared for, and so will we. Let's pray. God, you know how busy we are and how burdened we are. Care for us and this world that you created in love in such ways that we experience your goodness, and help us to give over control of the things in our lives that frustrate and disturb us and worry us. Help us to turn it over to you so that we may find peace to endure. In the name of Christ, amen. I'll see you again next week.